This is AM News. Let's now have a look at your international news. Denmark police are on a manhunt after two shooting incidents left 3 people dead in total, 2 civilians and the third a possible suspect. The first occurred at a free speech event featuring an artist who had caricatured the Prophet Muhammad. A man shot through a window where the event was held, killing 1 person. The second took place just after midnight after a man opened fire at 2 police officers outside a synagogue where 1 civilian was killed.
We don't know if there is any connection between the 2 shootings, unfortunately. It would be likely to think so, but we have no indications if there is any link between them. So for now, I can't give you any further information. I'm sorry about that.
Officials say the first shooting happened shortly before 4 in the afternoon yesterday. Danish police say the gunman used an automatic weapon to shoot through the windows of the Krutunden Cultural Center during a panel discussion on freedom of expression following the Paris attacks. The gunman then fled in a carjacked sedan that was later found a few kilometers away. A man attending the event was killed, while 3 police officers were wounded. The event featured Lars Vilks, whose 2007 cartoon drawing depicted the Prophet Muhammad as a dog. No one has been arrested in connection with the first shooting so far. After searching for the first gunman for hours, police reported the second shooting in downtown Copenhagen after midnight Sunday. The gunman allegedly opened fire at 2 police officers outside a synagogue. A civilian was killed. The police were wounded in the arms and legs but were not in a life-threatening condition. The gunman fled on foot.
Of course, there's been roadblocks around these crime scenes. It's not a question of a general curfew. People are allowed to travel around Copenhagen safely. There is a massive presence of police in Copenhagen, and therefore what we do ask people is that when they see any roadblocks, it's usually because the police are there in operations, and we do ask the citizens to please respect these roadblocks and please follow the guidelines given by the officers on the scenes.
Lars Vilks, a Swedish artist who has faced numerous death threats for caricaturing the Prophet Muhammad, was one of the main speakers at the event. Leaders across Europe condemned the violence and expressed support for Denmark. Meanwhile, police say they have shot dead a man who opened fire on them close to the sites of the 2 earlier attacks. They are investigating whether the man might be behind the 2 deadly shootings. The event comes on the heels last month of a near-similar attack on the French Charlie Hebdo office that left more than a dozen people dead.